Better out there this morning, isn't it?
Yeah, I just wish it would be cooler.
Well, it will be.
Temperature-wise, not Fonzie-wise.
Oh, we're only going to get to 79 today.
I'll take that.
Yeah, but looks like the rain and the rain portion of Beryl is gone. Still going to be a little gusty out there, though. Time for the news brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Nishida, Dr. Jaffrey with the Care Compassion Roadmap to Your Recovery Begin. Downtown, we've got, again, 75 degrees, and here's Bill.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, the Ohio Department of Transportation encountered its first impediment with the superloads that have been making their way through the city and the county. The 916,000-pound transport suffered a multiple-hour breakdown due to an engine failure just north of Advance Auto Parts in the southbound US 23 lane. Now, the load did manage to leave the ODOT Scioto County garage on time this morning. It will now travel through Pike County and into Ross County, where it will stay for the night. I just got a text from Matt Bruning, a press secretary for ODOT, who said that they are stopping at the A-Plant exit to clear traffic after an injurious traffic accident took place there this morning. Currently, they are at Wakefield Mound Road. So if you're planning to head up 23 North this morning, please allot for extra time or find an alternative route. This past Monday, Portsmouth City Council convened with an eye towards several transfers of property, as well as a change in some parks' availability. Mayor Charlotte Gordon told me about that change.
We did have a third reading on two items that we passed, and one is changing up some of the hours for the parks. There's a couple of parks, the skate park, Bantam Park, that have complexes, the skate park and the basketball park have lights that are on timers, and so we're extending the hours so that the public can use those parks a little bit later with the lights. It will still adhere to the noise ordinances. We're using that as a framework to base that on, but it will allow the skaters to skate a little bit past dark and allow basketball to be played past dark as well.
Now, the next Portsmouth City Council meeting will take place this coming Monday due to council members' vacation plans. And was already controversial last fall when Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose acknowledged that he was moving his office to new digs. An analysis by a watchdog group, however, now indicates that the move was substantially more expensive than LaRose had claimed, and it all but demolishes one of the main reasons he gave for making the move, that it would save taxpayers money. Now, the analysis was conducted by the group American Oversight, and it was based on documents obtained through an open records request. It found that the cost to move the state office in charge of elections and business filings came in almost 25% higher than the estimate LaRose gave the public. The new offices are also in the same building as the law offices of Baker Hostetler, which just happens to be LaRose's campaign attorneys, whose address LaRose used in registering his campaign with the Federal Elections Commission. That also raised concerns among ethics experts that LaRose might use taxpayer-funded facilities intended to administer elections to also run for one of them. And as we talked about the last news break, there is going to be a township-wide rummage sale held this Saturday, July 13th, beginning at 7:30 a.m. It's going to take place at Porter Church, Free Will Baptist Church, at the Fellowship Building, which is located at 1329 Dixon Mill Road, just up from Gamps. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
And, Bill, I'm kind of pondering this here this morning. I'm kind of scanning the headlines and trying to pick up some things of interest. Well, a proposed law in Baltimore would give all new parents $1,000 baby bonus.
Yes, saw that yesterday, yes.
When having a child. Having a kid, you get $1,000. That's the upside. There is a downside.
What's that?
Well, do you really want to hear?
Yeah.
All right. Downside is if Nick Cannon moves to Baltimore, he could bankrupt the entire city.
In 9 months.
There you go. All right. Thank you for this update. Brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Inishita, Dr. Jaffrey with the Care, Compassion, Roadmap to Your Recovery. Begin. For over 30 years, Dr. Inishita and his staff at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates have been changing lives with the most comprehensive treatment and cure for cancer in the area. During this time in Portsmouth, Dr. Inishita has created a name of patient excellence in the highest degree and will continue that fight with each and every patient towards the cure. Dr. I, as he's known by his thousands of friends, is proud to announce the addition of Dr. Hassan Jaffrey to the staff of Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Jaffrey's medical expertise is with all cancers as well as treatment of blood disorders, bone marrow, and the immune system. Together, Dr. Inishita and Dr. Jaffrey create a very special team that's there when it comes to fighting back to regain your good health. Feel free to stop in and welcome Dr. Jaffrey to the staff at 916 11th Street or call 353-4884. It's Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, always there with the care, the compassion, and the roadmap to your recovery. And we've got sunshine downtown, 75 degrees, checking in with ONN.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. A police program to better help veterans in Southwest Ohio is now expanding around the state. ONN's Angela Ann reports.
It's called the Military Liaison Program, and it's at the Sharonville Police Department, but the same one that's also in place in Cincinnati. The program ensures veterans serving on the police force are available to respond when calls involve veterans in crisis. That way, they can make an immediate connection to those who need help.
The U.S. Marshal's Office is offering a reward for information in the death of a 10-year-old Gracie Griffin in a Cleveland drive-by shooting on the 4th of July. Annabelle Childers of ONN affiliate WKYC-TV has more.
Cleveland police say the shooting happened at around 7:10 on the 4th of July. In the aftermath, witnesses told our crews they heard about a dozen shots that they first believed were fireworks. Gracie was taken to a hospital for her injuries, but she did not survive. Now, both the Cleveland Division of Police and the U.S. Marshal Service are searching for answers in their investigation. The U.S. Marshal Service is now offering a $5,000 reward to anyone with information that can lead to an arrest.
Youngstown Councilman Julius Oliver will not be a candidate for the Democratic appointment for the 33rd Ohio Senate District this November. He says he's more concerned with issues in the city of Youngstown at this time. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
Certainly looks like a lot of words.
And it is. Thank you. 7:39 and sports brought to you by Collier Medical, 1661, State Route 522. And again, they're going to be there with everything you need for leasing offers of equipment rental. They've got that and on-site safety professionals as well. All right. Well, the Reds had their proverbial hitting shoes on last night, didn't they?
Boy, they certainly did. They had 13 hits. 10 of them were extra base hits, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, and that culminated into a 12-6 win.
All right. Tell me more. I thirst to hear.
You got it. Reese Hines had another incredible outing for the triumphant Cincinnati Reds as he went 3 for 5 with a 458-foot homer, a triple, and a double. The rookie was just a single away from the cycle in only his second major league game. His home run was absolutely crushed. It was a no-doubter. As soon as it left the bat, everyone knew. Here's how it sounded on the Reds radio network.
Oh, my goodness, did he kill that ball. That is way over the Kroger K's. The second home run in as many nights for Reese Hines. My Lord, what a home run by this kid. He has burst onto the scene here with the Reds, and it's an 8-4 Reds lead. Oh, man.
Making his first 5 hits are all extra base hits in the big leagues.
That was Jeff Brantley on the call for the Reds Radio Network with Tommy Thrall making a great point there at the end. Hines made history last night as his first 5 career hits have all been extra base hits. He's the first player to ever break into the majors in that way. Tyler Stevenson went 3 for 5 with the home run in last night's Reds victory. Will Benson and Spencer Steer also went deep. Nick Martinez was the winning pitcher. The Reds are now 4 games below 500 with a record of 44 wins and 48 losses. Cincinnati is 4th in the National League Central, 9 games out. The Reds will host the Rockies again this evening for game number 3 of this 4-game series. You can hear tonight's contest from Great American Ballpark on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Coverage will start at 6:40, leading up to the 7:10 first pitch. Frankie Montas will get the start for Cincinnati. Colorado will counter with Kyle Freeland. The Cleveland Guardians took down the Tigers 9-8 in 10 innings last night. Cleveland will visit Detroit again this evening at 6:40. The Guardians have a 5.5 game lead in the AL Central. In minor league baseball, the Chillicothe Paints fell at the Champion City Kings 6-1 last night. The Paints will visit the Johnstown Millrats this evening at 7. In local dirt track auto racing, the 7th annual Dean Nittle Memorial will take place this Saturday at Portsmouth Raceway Park. This race will feature the Kubota High Limit 410 Wing Sprint Car Series and will pay out a total purse of over $85,000, with $25,554 going to the winner. Event promoter and PRP promoter Jeff Nittle says there will be an immense assortment of sprint car talent in the Portsmouth area this weekend.
If you want to come see some of the best sprint car drivers in the country, you need to come to Portsmouth Raceway Park and witness this race. We are in the top 25 in the country as far as payouts, the total purse and the payout, and number 2 biggest race in the state of Ohio.
Jeff has over 230 sponsors on board to assist with this weekend's event. Some of the racers that he expects to be at PRP include 5-time reigning World of Outlaws champion Brad Sweet from Grass Valley, California, former NASCAR regular Casey Kane, Californians Corey Day and Rico Abreu, Australian James McFadden, as well as the winner of the last 2 Dean Nittle Memorials, Brent Marks from Myerstown, Pennsylvania. Nittle said that Portsmouth Raceway will kick off the month of money for 410 Wing Sprint Cars. These drivers will race for big paydays at Eldora next week and in Knoxville, Iowa later this month. The Dean Nittle Memorial is named in honor of Jeff's late father, who was a very successful local driver, winning 12 track championships. PRP's pit gates will open this Saturday at 2 o'clock. The main gate will open at 4, and hot laps are slated to begin at 6:30. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:43. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
It is. All right. Thank you, Chuck. We'll keep you updated, and it's brought to you by Call Your Medical. 1661 State Route 522 in the Berg. And we'll take a look at your traffic weather together coming up.
Call Your Medical in Wheelersburg offers occupational medicine with nurse practitioner Jamie Reynolds. Call Your Company has closed its primary care to focus on the occupational needs of businesses in the tri-state, offering drug screens, pre-employment and DOT physicals, as well as medical surveillance, respirator fit, and audiometric testing. Whether you're an employee or an employer needing occupational medical services, go with the convenience of Call Your Medical, 1661 State Route 522, Wheelersburg. Scheduling an appointment is recommended, but walk-ins are welcome. Call 740-574-8728 and be on the lookout for Call Your Home Medical coming soon.
And your traffic, a service of your friends at the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street. And again, stop in, see Dashing Darren, Will the Thrill, Chasing on Grill. They're all there, and looking forward to seeing you. Well, let's see. We've had some problems on Wakefield Road this morning. Earlier, we had a wreck, and it was closing things down. And that's the same vicinity as where the Superload is, but thanks to traffic trafficker Debbie, she said that the wreck has been cleaned up, so there's no problem there. And again, trying to get up 104, if you're trying to get around the Superload, traffic tracker Mandy reminds us that you can't get through Jasper because they're building a bridge. City of Portsmouth restricting Gallia to 1 lane of traffic due to the water break still. That area will be affected from Mabert Road to Armstrong Place. Still looking at road closures on Shearer Hollow Road and also Morris Lane. So if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic is service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather is service of Mary's Spirit Shop, where summer's here and your school fundraisers need quality promotion. Mary's provides the shirts, signs, and accessories to make your event a huge success. It's all at Mary's Spirit Shop at 2109 Gallia Street in Portsmouth.
First alert forecast from WSAZ. A wave of clouds coming across today, courtesy the remnants of Beryl. A few showers will be in the mix, but more often the refreshing breezes will bring relief. Temperatures staying in the 80s this time. Partly cloudy tonight, much more comfortable lows in the 60s, and staying in the 80s with sunshine on Thursday. I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And downtown right now, look at the sunshine. We currently have 75 as we get up and go.
Mix 99.3. Steve Hayes in the morning. The Get Up and Go Show.
As we celebrate